Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's never easy to lose a loved one. On Sister Wives, the Brown family recently discussed their son Garrison's premature death in great detail. For reasons that only he knew, the child committed suicide at home. Cody Brown and his whole family considered their biggest loss in the most recent Sister Wives episode. For the first time, the Brown family has discussed the tragedy and acknowledged how heartbreaking it was. Cody also reflected on the day that everything occurred. He also remembered the talk he had with Janelle Brown, Garrison's ex-wife, and his mother. Moreover, they were uncertain about the appropriate course of action. Fans of Sister Wives are aware that Garrison and Cody have unsolved problems for a long time. The relationship between the father and son was strained, and many blamed Cody, even though Garrison committed suicide. Cody finally said that he wished he had more time to mend his relationship with Garrison. Janelle, one of the Sister Wives, gives Garrison a heartfelt birthday tribute. On April 10th, Garrison would have turned 27, and Janelle posted a touching Instagram message to commemorate the occasion. The Sister Wives star posted a video of Garrison having a good time at the country fair with his mother and siblings. Janelle shared the video and went on to say that in the millions of pictures and videos she has of Garrison, he appears to be very alive. She occasionally loses sight of the fact that she will never be able to see and meet him again. In addition, Garrison's siblings remembered him on his birthday by sharing pictures with him. Cody Brown's Sister Wives are grieving. He was not given the opportunity to mend his relationship with his son, Garrison. Following Garrison's passing, Sister Wives star Cody said he was devastated. He was unsure of how to respond or handle the whole circumstance. After talking with Janelle, Cody and Janelle agreed that they should return to Wyoming to bury their kid next to his grandmother, Cheryl. He believed it would be the proper course of action. Garrison wasn't supposed to depart in this manner, Cody clarified. He wasn't old enough to deal with this. He went on to say on the most recent episode that it's tragic that he and Robin were unable to reconcile with their son. He regrets not being able to bid Garrison a fitting farewell. The Sister Wives actor is unsure of how to respond to the loss of his son. I've got to do something different because I could have had more time with him, Cody continued. I thought there would be more time, he added. Cody went on to say that it simply blows his mind how much of a hole this tragedy has created in their lives. He urged all of their admirers to respect their privacy and join them in paying tribute to Garrison. Cody clarified that he frequently questions whether things would have turned out differently if he had phoned Garrison. If he had continued to communicate with his kid, he could still be alive today. As a father, he wished he had done more. He feels depressed about everything and questions what he could have done better. One of the most sinister topics in Sister Wives has been Garrison's passing. Supporters and well-wishers continue to question why the young man committed suicide. Although many hold Cody accountable for his son's extreme action, some speculate that his romantic life may have been in jeopardy. The precise reason Garrison killed himself by shooting himself a year ago is still unknown. TLC recently honored Garrison's life and legacy with a special program. After hearing about Garrison's passing, Cody and the other Sister Wives said in the episode that they were devastated. Cody went so far as to say that he wished he had more time with Garrison in order to improve their relationship. But we saw that Cody did not accept responsibility for his conduct and attempted to change the subject. We all know that before Garrison's passing, Cody and he were in a very bad place. Cody showed no interest in Garrison's constant attempts to patch things up with his father. Mary shared with Sister Wives Cody told her about the death of Garrison. During a recent Sister Wives episode, Mary disclosed that she received a call from her ex-husband while filming. Disregarding that, she questioned why he was phoning. She even instructed the workers to disregard the call. Cody will text her if it's crucial. Cody informed her that Garrison had left when she checked her texts later. After reading it, she was taken aback and declared an emergency before leaving the shoot. She vowed to be there for Janelle over the phone. Mary went on to say that seeing Garrison for the final time was really tough for her. Sister Wives, Cody was sorry about his associative relationship with Garrison. As everyone knows, Cody and his children don't get along well. His relationship with his children completely soured throughout the outbreak. Garrison and his brother Gabriel made an unsuccessful attempt to patch things up with their father. Cody expressed in the most recent Sister Wives show that he wished he had more time to mend his relationship with Garrison. In the most recent episode, Cody broke down in tears when discussing his son. He considered the weight of anguish that followed his discovery of Garrison's passing. He also remembered the conversation he had with Janelle about the funeral. In order to bury his son beside Grandma, he desired to bring him home. They decided to act in their children's best interests. But Cody wished he had more time to reconcile with Garrison. He acknowledges that he has a lot of unresolved emotions. He feels like he didn't get an opportunity to put things right, and everything is just incredibly upsetting. He hoped he would get another chance to properly bid his son farewell. For the viewers, seeing a father willing to say goodbye to his child was really strange. He added that he felt like he could have done something different, so he wasn't sure what to do with the dead. Perhaps his son would still be alive if he had taken a different action. There was more time he could spend with him. Garrison's passing rocked him to his core, even though he always felt that he spent a lot of time with his children. Though we never know what can occur unexpectedly, everyone believes they have a lot of time left. The Sister Wives actress Janelle Brown is finally talking about what set her son Garrison Brown off and caused him to go into a downward spiral. The family is finally talking about the tragic period in March 2024 when Janelle and Cody Brown's son committed suicide. Why, therefore, did Garrison fall into a deep hole? For further information, continue reading. Brown, Janelle specifics fans of Garrison's spiraling Sister Wives have eagerly anticipating the Brown family's announcement of Garrison's death. After more than 20 episodes of season 19, fans have become tired of the pleasant family life. They don't understand why Garrison has been essentially removed from the show, even though they are well aware that he passed away in March 2024. He is rarely discussed, and his pictures are blurry. The Browns allegedly wanted that because it was too difficult to handle. He is now being memorialized as the series' timeline has finally caught up to his passing. Janelle Brown, Garrison's mother, related how she found out about his passing and how her other son, Gabriel, had located him. She then went into greater detail about his personal difficulties and discovered that he had a drinking problem. Garrison has a history of stopping and then binging. But according to Janelle, he didn't enjoy the taste of alcohol and only truly began drinking during COVID. There were also a lot of problems with his father, Cody, at that time. Garrison and Gabriel tried everything to lighten Cody up, but it usually backfired, mostly on them. Janelle revealed on the May 4th episode of Sister Wives that she still doesn't know what happened. I have no idea what took place. He never drank as a child. He didn't enjoy the taste of it either. Additionally, he began drinking throughout COVID, and something that happened last year really got to him. Christine Brown-Woolley, her ex-sister wife, added that she was aware of Garrison's troubles. They probably never imagined it would end that way, though. Getting lost. Janelle Brown went on to say that she and Garrison Brown were in constant contact. She revealed that they also attempted, but were unsuccessful, to provide him with the tools he needed to recover. We had given him all of our resources, love, support, and assistance. It wasn't that he lacked such items. What transpired that evening is unknown to me. Because on previous occasions, he would drink, pass out, and become somewhat silent, but he would return in the morning. I have no idea what went wrong this time. He simply spiraled following COVID, despite the Sister Wives family's best efforts to reconcile how things got this terrible. Unfortunately, his demons overcame him, and things never improved. Janelle was also very open about his mental health issues, stating that he suffered from depression and anxiety. He tried to fight that with drink, but it only made things worse. In any case, Janelle persuaded herself that they did everything they possibly could. Robin Brown, star of Sister Wives, removed her phony mask during the Garrison Brown Memorial. On the Sunday, May 4th show, his family started to pay tribute to Cody and Janelle Brown's late son. But when Robin revealed her actual self, nobody wanted to see or hear from her. For further information, continue reading. Garrison's death forces Robin Brown to remove her fake mask when it was revealed that there would be a tribute episode for Garrison Brown, Robin Brown was not the person that Sister Wives fans wanted to hear from. Not only did they not think she was honest, but they also thought she was contributing to the issue. She had contributed to the implementation of Cody Brown's strict COVID regulations, which effectively destroyed the family. He was deliberately denigrating the elder children and other women while only remaining with Robin and her 5 children. Since then, it has been revealed that Garrison's tragic drinking problem started during the epidemic. As the show progressed, Robin opened more about her feelings upon hearing of Garrison's death. As usual, she attempted to gulp off the tears, but it was unsuccessful. Cody then started talking to her about his feelings on Garrison's passing. Robin was grinning and giggling as Cody tried to mentally relive what had gone wrong. Not merely one of her victim moments, viewers observed that she was unable to even produce a tear when the occasion was perfect. In the Sister Wives episode that aired on Sunday, May 4th, she seemed to be forcing herself to feel something. Nevertheless, Robin's coldness and self-centeredness were evident to all. Although Robin has long been hated on the program, this episode was the culmination of the animosity. She went from victim to villain, despite some people's fears that she would make it all about herself. Fans of the insincere bunch Sister Wives sobbed while watching Garrison Brown's tribute. On his behalf, they witnessed his siblings speak so brilliantly. Even the always stoic Mary Brown was overcome with emotions and affection. Much of the family struck viewers as being incredibly real and authentic, but Cody and Robin Brown were an exception. It burned as they finally sensed Robin's coldness. I find it hard to accept anything Robin and Cody say because I've heard so many lies and historical revisionisms from them. Mary and Janelle Gabe seemed the most sincere to me. She was really icy. It seemed as though Cody was referring to a close relative with whom he had a shared past but whom she had never met. She is a genuinely terrible person. She was unable to shed a tear for the first time. What the F*** CK. Despite the fact that your tear ducts are in the inside corners of your eyes and there don't appear to be any tears, she keeps wiping the outside corners of her eyes. I wanted to compare her fake tears to actual crying, but it was definitely not up to standard. Though they had to acknowledge that it was a family episode, fans wished Robin had not participated in the homage. Was Robin the same this week, or did you see a more sinister side of her? Tell us and tune into TLC's Sister Wives Sundays. Cody Brown regrets not making things right with Garrison before his death. The shocking truth behind the Brown family's heartbreaking tragedy. Introduction. A family torn apart. The Brown family has always been in the public eye, and throughout the years, we've seen the highs and lows of their unconventional lifestyle. From the highs of new relationships to the lows of bitter family rifts, it has been one drama after another. But nothing could have prepared fans for the devastating revelation that has rocked the family to its core. In a shocking twist, Cody Brown, the patriarch of the Sister Wives franchise, has publicly admitted to a deep regret that has left fans stunned. Cody regrets not making things right with his son, Garrison, before his tragic and untimely death. For years, the family had been dealing with strained relationships, and the fallout from Garrison's death has left a permanent scar on their already fractured bond. But what led to this heartbreaking revelation? Was Cody's decision to avoid reconciliation before Garrison's passing a result of pride, stubbornness, or something even more complicated? And how is the rest of the Brown family coping with the aftermath? Buckle up as we dive deep into the events leading up to this shocking regret, the untold truths behind Cody and Garrison's relationship, and the dramatic fallout that could change everything for the Brown family. Part 1. The early days of Cody and Garrison's relationship. To fully understand Cody's feelings of regret, we need to take a step back and look at the history of his relationship with Garrison. From the moment Garrison was born, he was thrust into the complicated world of polygamy. While Cody always seemed to have a soft spot for his children, it was clear that his relationships with each of his kids were different, influenced by his marriages and his ever-changing priorities. Garrison, like many children in the Brown family, grew up with a sense of confusion and frustration. With multiple mothers and a father who was constantly stretched thin between them, it was easy for the kids to feel neglected. But Garrison's relationship with Cody was different. Unlike some of Cody's other children, Garrison had a more vocal personality, and often stood up for what he believed in. This led to numerous clashes between father and son, as Garrison was unafraid to speak out against the way his father was running his family. It was clear that Cody's leadership style, marked by favoritism and conflict between his wives, created a toxic atmosphere in the household. Part 2. The Strained Relationship. As the years went on, Garrison began distancing himself from his father. He was no longer the quiet, obedient son who would accept his father's decisions without question. The tension between father and son only grew when Cody's polygamous lifestyle started to unravel, with marriages deteriorating and the family dynamic growing more chaotic. Despite the obvious rift, Cody seemed blind to the growing gulf between him and Garrison. Fans of the show noticed the subtle yet glaring signs of tension, with Garrison expressing dissatisfaction with his father's choices both on and off camera. But Cody remained in denial, assuming that time would heal all wounds, or that they could always patch things up later. Unfortunately, later never came. Part 3. The final years before Garrison's passing. By the time Garrison's health took a turn for the worse, it seemed as though the father and son had no chance of reconciling. The Brown family was already facing significant upheaval, with Cody's marriages falling apart and his children grappling with their own personal challenges. But nothing could have prepared the Browns for what would come next. In the final years before Garrison's death, his relationship with Cody was non-existent. The two barely spoke, with Garrison living his life away from the family drama and Cody continuing to juggle his multiple wives and growing responsibilities. Despite this, Cody has admitted to feeling a deep sense of guilt for not reaching out to his son sooner, especially as Garrison's health declined. He openly acknowledged that he should have tried harder to mend their relationship, but the rift was so deep that the damage seemed irreversible. Part 4. The Regret That Haunts Cody Brown. When news of Garrison's passing shocked the Brown family, Cody was devastated, perhaps more so than anyone expected. The death of his son was not just a personal loss, but a stark reminder of all the things he failed to do during Garrison's life. Cody's regret has been building for months, and he has since gone on record to say that one of his biggest regrets was not reaching out to Garrison before his death. His words were raw and filled with emotion as he admitted that he wished he had done more to reconcile, to mend the broken bridge between father and son. In a heartbreaking moment of reflection, Cody stated, "I thought there would always be time to fix things. I thought I had all the time in the world. But time ran out, and now I'm left with nothing but this guilt." It was clear that the loss of Garrison had shaken Cody to his core. His sense of guilt was palpable, and fans couldn't help but feel a sense of empathy for the man who had spent so many years focused on his marriages, his children, and his public persona, but never truly understanding the impact his actions had on his family. Part 5. The Brown family's reaction to the tragedy. While Cody's regret has been publicly acknowledged, the rest of the Brown family has had their own reactions to Garrison's passing. Each member of the family has dealt with the tragedy in their own way, but there has been no shortage of tension and drama as they all try to come to terms with the loss. Robin Brown, Cody's fourth wife, has been a constant source of support for him. But even she cannot ignore the obvious fallout from the strained father-son relationship. Some speculate that Robin might feel guilty as well, given the fact that she had always tried to keep the peace within the family, even if it meant overlooking the tensions between Cody and his children. Janelle, who had always been more level-headed, has been a pillar of strength for her children and for Cody during this time. However, even she has expressed concern about Cody's emotional state, wondering whether he'll be able to move past this overwhelming sense of regret. Christine, on the other hand, has been more vocal in her criticism of Cody's actions. Having gone through her own emotional journey with Cody, Christine has been outspoken about how Cody's focus on his wives and personal drama has caused irreparable damage to his relationship with his children. For Christine, the death of Garrison was a tragic reminder of everything Cody had failed to do as a father. Part 6. The Future of the Brown Family After the Tragedy. In the wake of Garrison's passing, there are many unanswered questions about the future of the Brown family. Cody's regret is something that will likely stay with him forever, but can the family ever truly heal from the rift caused by his actions? Will the Browns be able to mend their broken bonds? or is the damage irreparable? One thing is for sure. This tragedy has forced the Brown family to confront their deepest regrets, and it's unclear whether they will ever truly recover. The Brown family's future, both on Sister Wives and in real life, remains uncertain, with fans wondering whether the pain and heartbreak of Garrison's death will push them to rebuild or tear them apart forever. Conclusion: a family forever changed. Cody Brown's regret over not making things right with Garrison before his death is a tragic reminder of the consequences of unresolved family conflict. The Brown family has been through so much already, and this loss adds yet another layer of complexity to their already fragile relationships. As they continue to navigate the aftermath of Garrison's passing, the Browns will have to decide whether they can move forward, heal, and rebuild, or whether the wounds of the past will remain too deep to overcome. The drama, heartbreak, and regret surrounding this tragic chapter in the Brown family saga serve as a cautionary tale about the importance of family, forgiveness, and the dangers of waiting too long to make things right. Will the Brown family ever find peace? Only time will tell.